Project Catalyst began as an initiative to improve water quality through innovations trialled on sugarcane farms adjacent to the Great Barrier Reef. It spawned a network of like-minded farmers who are actively passing on their knowledge to each other and the next generation, often travelling hundreds of kilometres. It's early and 20 people are preparing to board the bus that will take them to visit trial sites in Ayr and Mackay ahead of a 2-day conference. Scott Fry is working with Paul Villas in a trial that will compost water weeds as a resource to be used on farm. Due to the sunshine, water and nutrient availability around waterways, aquatic weeds have been an ongoing issue and a focus for North Queensland Dry Tropics over the last decade.
We're still doing trials and getting analysis in the lab to see what's in it. At the moment it's come back high in phosphorus. We've tested for old school chemicals to see what and also see what the heavy metals are like, and that's come up pretty positive at the moment, with positive being there's none in the material we're pulling out. So yeah, it's looking okay so far.
A lot of especially younger guys in this area have come, like they've been on their parents' farms for all their lives. A lot of even the parents haven't been away into other areas to see other things and see what other people are doing. It's great to see them get out of the area and get on a bus and go down to talk to other people.
The tour of Paul's trial is part of a bus trip with growers attending the NextGen Step Up Conference, a 2-day biennial event presenting the latest innovation whilst connecting young growers with each other, industry experts and more experienced growers.
I'm working probably with about 5 young growers. Indirectly though, I do more the biodiversity stuff on the creek banks with planting trees or weed control, fish surveying, whatnot. So yeah, getting the next gen involved in that, so they're looking after, there's a balance between agriculture and the environmental side of the creek, so yeah.
And Scott's work on the waterways here, you know, what Scott's been doing after the last 4 or 5 years, like when I first came here, you would never have thought of even dreaming of seeing a barra in any of the waterways around here, whereas now, you know, we've got big barra.
Water efficiency is crucial, not only to reduce energy consumption and runoff that carries nutrients to nearby creeks. For the grower, it's also about productivity.
We're in the Catalyst group as well, and we were up there in the forum this year, so there were some new faces there that I haven't seen before and different people I've talked to, and that's probably what I get out of it the most, is the networking, getting to talk to different people from different areas, and everyone's got a different scenario, even people in your own area that you talk to. You know, everyone's got a different business case, a different farming strategy, and the more people you can talk to, the better. I'm Dean Postiga anyway. You might have seen a little bit at the Catalyst Conference some years. I've seen a few of you there, but so this is one of the newer pivots. It's a poly-lined and we've got variable rate on it.
The technology has been successfully adopted in other industries around the world, and the trial aims to quantify those benefits for wider adoption.
This centre pivot has variable rate individual sprinkler control on it. So we're trying to match water infiltration rates and water holding capacity to different soil zones, and then there's other benefits there with ability to fertigate areas of crop and not headlands or waterways, and then you could irrigate 2 different crops at one time on the inside, the outside, different water rates. So yeah, there's a bit of opportunity there with it. NextGen provides me with an opportunity and the benefits of meeting those different people that aren't in our normal network. And yeah, I think there's looking at the program, there's a lot of interesting stuff there that's looking forward into the future, and I think that's where we've got to be looking and start positioning ourselves to take advantage of some of these things. And yeah, it'll just be another group of different faces and different ideas. And
NextGen was launched by the Australian Cane Farmers Association in 2012 as a way of formalising their young grower network to address a need for sharing technology information and succession planning.
Well, it's very important for them, and fortunately they realise that. The NextGen guys and girls really are interested in technology, they're interested in issues of efficiency, robotics, drones, environmental issues about fine-tuning farming operations, about software-driven solutions. They are open to moving forward and to change. We'd like to do some more survey work to see what the uptake of succession and technology is, but just the buzz and the vibe from people talking about this, we know that it's moving forward, that people are doing succession planning, people are changing their practice.
Phil DeGuara is a project catalyst grower who's been involved with NextGen since he attended a leadership course with the Australian Cane Farmers Association in 2008. Back then, the sugar industry was struggling to keep their families on farm due to the mining boom.
I found it hard to get my head around how the industry worked. So through these couple of leadership courses and that conferences and all that sort of thing, sort of gave me the idea to get a group of young growers. Most of them had done the same as me, had come back within probably 2 or 3 years of me coming back, so I didn't have much knowledge of how it all worked. And we just started going on field trips and went to Brisbane and a couple of GIV conferences, and then after that, then this sort of NextGen sort of kicked on after it with the conference in the Gold Coast, which was really good.
Luke Malan oversees the Project Catalyst innovations in the Burdekin and organised the bus trip to Mackay. It's part of his role to support cane farmers through trials and adopting technology, but it's the long-term future he's focused on.
We're looking at bringing the younger generation, getting them involved and sort of looking at new technologies to sort of, I guess at the end of the day, they're going to be in it for the next 30, 40 years. I guess we're looking at also keeping the older guys or involving older guys as well in terms of being able to foster that innovation or pass on some of that knowledge as well that we can utilise to sort of look to build on.
Shit, I'm not that old. The main thing is just to catch up and virtually see the other farmers, see what they've been up to the last couple of years, come and have a look at new technology, new tractors, new ideas, mainly just to catch up and chit-chat and yeah, finding out new ideas virtually.
The conference so far has gone really well. Some really interesting topics there, a lot of talk about drones and how they can be utilised in agriculture. They're looking at how to better place fertiliser, how to reduce nutrient losses to the Great Barrier Reef. So it's all things that younger farmers are looking at already. They're looking at the bottom line, how to better improve their input costs, how to improve their profitability, productivity. And that's everything Catalyst is looking at doing, so this is a good follow-on from Project Catalyst. For growers that are looking at getting involved in Project Catalyst, I'll tell them to really give it a go. There's some ideas that some guys might have out there that would improve profitability and water quality of the Great Barrier Reef, and if they think they've got a good idea, this is the opportunity to try it out.